Week 4 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Robert Woods. Got a touchdown last week, the cherry on top of a ton of yardage. It's the Titans and the Colts, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series, and at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to...
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Play action. It's Ryan. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Ryan. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
The Colts at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 94 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Ryan. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Ryan now to throw on third down.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
This defense for the Titans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Taylor forcing his way into the end zone. He was not to be denied. It's a touchdown.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, he got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down there by Austin Hooper, who we remember was a 2-time Pro Bowler with the Atlanta Falcons. Wasn't used quite to the same level in Cleveland. This is a great opportunity for him to get back on top of his game, though, with Tennessee. Remember, this Titans organization sent Delaney Walker to 3 straight Pro Bowls and loves stretching the field with its tight ends.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Again, it's Willis to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. To throw is Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. Second down, Gaskin. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run through, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st down, Ryan. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. Now the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan to throw. And incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Ryan. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Well, that sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making a play there.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill.
That's complete to Traylon Burks.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Oh, how about the first night of the draft in 2022, round 1? The Tennessee Titans stunned all of us when they traded A.J. Brown to Philadelphia. And then moments later, drafted Traylon Burks out of Arkansas, a player who drew plenty of comparisons to Brown in the run-up to the NFL draft. Size, style, play speed, almost an exact clone. And now they're trying to use him the exact same way, and he produces a nice catch there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters.
Meanwhile, for the Colts, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start here with Gaskin to about the 35, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Henry again on 2nd down. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run it again with Henry. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Tannehill on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Tannehill. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Again, Tannehill. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week,
He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Bullock's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now it's Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Play action. It's Ryan. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They go play action with Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman, and that is incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
So Ryan heads to the sideline, and out now is Rodrigo Blankenship for the Indianapolis field goal try.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal.
Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Tannehill's throw hauled in by Westbrook-Ikhine here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. Give him 18 on the play. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Bullet good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go play action now. Ryan dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Ford. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Draw play. This is Henry. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The Titans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He finds Taylor, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
From the 41, Ryan. He finds his man, complete. That's 4th. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Ryan on 1st down. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Taylor.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it.
Hines going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Running on 1st down with Gasket to about the 33-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And he will have a Titans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Henry up the middle. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, this drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Tennessee, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.
And they'll get another road